The Russian war in Ukraine has made several nations want to increase their military capabilities. Though most European countries are not directly affected by Russia's invasion of Ukraine, they've started upgrading their military significantly. The need to upgrade the military strength has seen Germany work closely with Elon Musk, SpaceX and Tesla CEO. They're both interested in beating Russia, and since Germany is a close ally of the United States, Elon Musk is free to work with the European country. But how do they intend to beat Russia and Putin? This video will look at the powerful tank that Germany and Elon Musk are building to help beat Russia. In early March, the tech entrepreneur challenged Russian President Vladimir Putin on Twitter to a duel in an effort to end the war in Ukraine. Musk tweeted, "I hereby challenge to a single combat." He spelled out Putin's name in Russian in the tweet. Musk, who's not a stranger to trolling on social media, asked in Russian, "Do you not agree to this fight?" in a follow-up tweet tagging the official account of Putin. Although there's been no official response from the Russian president or any official in the Russian government, Moscow must have had a hard time ignoring the fact that Elon Musk may be dueling with Russian forces in another way. Elon Musk is closely following the war in Ukraine, and he has already indicated which side he's supporting. Musk, the world's wealthiest man, deployed his Starlink internet service in war-torn Ukraine earlier in March to ease the country's internet outages. Ukrainians are using the internet service to target and eliminate Russian armor, including tanks. This comes as the Ukrainian government felt that Russia would destroy its internet infrastructure and cut it from the rest of the world. It was therefore creating a backup well in advance. The internet service works through portable terminals to catch the internet being transmitted to Earth from Musk's satellites in space. Starlink dishes bypass the traditional Earth-based infrastructure needed to access the internet, such as physical telephone exchanges and cables. The technology has assisted Ukraine in setting up bases for drone operations in rural areas from where they target Russian armor from the air. Ukraine drones are armed with anti-tank missiles and have thermal cameras which allow them to operate under cover of darkness by using heat signatures. According to the Times of London, Ukraine's most sophisticated drones are connected to the artillery using Starlink internet. A Ukrainian officer said the drones have been picking Russian tanks, vehicles carrying electronic equipment, and command trucks since the aggression began, eliminating dozens of priority targets. Elon Musk's attack has greatly assisted Ukraine in destroying the armored elements of the Russian army in the ongoing war in Ukraine. According to an open-source intelligence, over 10% of Russian tanks pressed into the war have been destroyed. Mikhailo Fedorov, Ukrainian vice prime minister, told the Washington Post that the quality of Starlink is excellent and added that the Ukrainian government has been relying on the internet to maintain communications. Fedorov even stated that while Russia was blocking access to the internet, Ukraine was becoming more open to the entire world. He went on to thank Elon Musk and the government of Poland. While Starlink is helping Ukrainian efforts to target Russian armor and keep its citizens connected to the outside world, Musk has warned of a high probability that Russia may target the satellite dishes. Musk stated that Starlink was the only non-Russian communication system still operating in some parts of Ukraine. He added that the probability of being targeted was high and urged Ukrainians to use it with caution. Musk had been interested in warfare even before the Russian invasion of Ukraine. For example, he disclosed that the inspiration behind the Cybertruck pickup was a battle tank, but with a futuristic twist. He even boasted that its 30 times cold roll steel was what was needed to survive an apocalypse. But it's not only Elon Musk who's been assisting Ukraine to defend itself from the Russian army. Germany had a strict policy of not sending weapons to crisis regions since World War II, but has been sending military help to the embattled country. The policy is rooted in Germany's history as an aggressor during the Second World War. Germany sees things differently with the Russian war and has promised to send 500 surface-air missiles and 100 anti-tank weapons from its military stocks to Ukraine. The German government permitted the Netherlands and Estonia to transport German-made weapons to Ukraine, though such permissions have been previously denied. When explaining the sudden policy change, Chancellor Olaf Scholz said that Vladimir Putin does not only want to eliminate Ukraine from the world map, but to destroy the European security structure that's been in place for years. He added that Germany was not alone in defending peace and that Putin was trying to create a new order in Europe and was willing to use military power to achieve it. Scholz concluded that the Russian aggression marked a turning point and was a threat to the entire post-war order. It is Germany's duty to support Ukraine in its defense against Putin's invading army. Germany stands closely by Ukraine, and apart from its military assistance, it is upgrading its military capabilities. The 2022 budget allocates an extra 100 billion euros to the German armed forces. The European countries previously received criticism for allocation less than the 2% mark on defense spending as for NATO agreements, but Scholz has said it will be changing the immediate effect. The purpose of increasing defense spending is for the country to finally be able to define its interests and ultimately be prepared to assert them. This includes effectively defending and protecting its population and territory against any form of coercion and violence. One of the most important military assets that Germany is beefing up is the battle tank. Germany revealed a new and powerful Leopard 2A7V tank that comes with various upgrades. For over 40 years, the Leopard 2 main tank has been Germany's main weapon system for the armed forces. Even though the tank is aged, it has been upgraded and it is still widely accepted as one of the best military battle tanks in the world. The German army will employ the new Leopard 2A7V, which features new improvements. The latest generation of Leopard's main battle tank, the 2A7V, is one of the world's heaviest tanks with a weight of 63.9 tons, but offers the best mobility, protection, and firepower for a tank of its class. The tank features modern modular composite armor mounted on top of the front glass plate of the hull and around the turret, offering high-level protection. The turret is impenetrable and the armor is significantly enhanced and may surpass or match the 700mm on the hull. A 360-degree protection system protects the crew from rocket-propelled grenades, RPGs, improvised explosive devices, IEDs, mines, and anti-tank missiles. The Leopard 2A7V's layout is conventional for a modern battle tank with a turret in the middle of the hull, the driver at the front right side of the hull, and the power pack at the rear. The battle tank has a crew of 4, including its driver, gunner, loader, and commander. The Leopard 2A7V main battle tank is armed with the Rheinmetall 120mm L55 smoothbore tank gun that can fire the latest Rheinmetall 120mm DM53 armor-piercing fin-stabilized discarding sabot tracer ammunition, APF SDST, and can use a depleted uranium penetrator. The tank can engage enemies with pinpoint accuracy using its 120mm cannon at a distance of up to 5,000 meters. The crew can use the armament at full speed during night and day conditions. Germany signed an agreement with Israel to buy the Trophy Active Protection System, APS, for the Leopard 2A7V main battle tanks. The Israeli Trophy Active System is in service in 3 countries, and the United States on the M1A2 SCVP-V3, Israel on the Merkava 4, and the German on the Leopard 2A7A1. The Trophy Active Protection System is designed and developed by Rafael, an Israeli company. It is intended to safeguard vehicles from anti-tank guided missiles, ATGMS, rocket-propelled grenades, explosive anti-tank rounds, and anti-tank rockets. The Trophy APS features radar antennas, a launcher, an autoloader, and a countermeasure. When it detects a projectile, the internal computer calculates an approach vector before the projectile arrives. Once it classifies the incoming weapon, the computer calculates the optimal angle and time to fire the countermeasures. 2 rotating launchers are installed on either side of the tank, which fire a tiny number of multi-explosive form penetrators, EFPs, that form a tight, precise matrix aimed at a specific point on the anti-tank's projectile warhead. The Leopard 2A7V has excellent mobility and is powered by an MTU MV873KA 501 turbocharged diesel engine producing 1,500 horsepower. Despite its massive weight, the tank can achieve a top speed of 43.5 miles per hour and a maximum cruise range of 280 miles.